Hey guys, Mike the Cool Factor here. San Diego Comic-Con 2022 concluded today, and in this video I'm doing an overview of the LEGO booth and LEGO presence at this year's Comic-Con. The whole LEGO booth this year was themed around the 90 Years of Play campaign, and it was shown in the displays on the booth showing the giant 90 Years of Play sculpture filled with bricks. It was kind of cool looking, and also the activities that were available to the people. The whole queue at the booth was not for some special exclusives or some special purchases, it was basically towards vending machines that were giving away some small sets after you played a simple game. On the first day the queue was super long, so I wasn't feeling like it was worth waiting there for a $5 classic creator or similar set, but it seemed like it was a very popular activity. Now I mentioned no exclusives, which is true. LEGO skipped completely the exclusive sets this year, so no minifigures, no briquettes, nothing at all, not even any early buys of upcoming, for example, August sets. I think the only thing that was available for purchase was the Inquisitor Scythe transport ship and the Obi-Wan Starfighter, which sold out pretty quickly on the preview night. Part of the booth was basically a store bunker. There was a separate section and separate queue, and you were just approaching the little hole in the wall window and asking for sets that you would like to purchase. On the side of the booth there was a timeline wall with 90 Years of Play theme and some mini sets attached to graphics showcasing some of the classic iconic sets from the years of LEGO. Apart from 90 Years of Play, there was a heavy presence of LEGO Super Mario at the booth because the collaboration between LEGO and Nintendo was heavily emphasized in this year's con. The Mighty Bowser was on display along with a few other Mario sets like the Question Mark, the Nintendo NES, and a few of the playable starter packs with Mario, Luigi and Peach as well. Plus the Peach's Castle was on display on the top shelf. But the epitome of the LEGO presence this year was the giant 663,000 pieces 14 feet tall Bowser that was available to see and play with at the Nintendo booth in the other section of the hall. I made a short video about this, you wanna check it out, but basically the idea was that people were lining up to stand in a certain spot in front of the Bowser, and the people at Nintendo were shooting a short video of you running away from the Bowser because the Bowser was moving, making sounds and threatening you as the Mario villain. That was by far the coolest experience I feel, and the coolest display piece on the entire exhibit hall, and frankly the coolest thing from LEGO in somewhat of an underwhelming presence this year. The other unique showcase was a display of the Avatar sets. All 4 sets were shown. I made a videos in a little bit more detail about this as well, but that was a nice thing to see. However, it was disappointing to not see any of the late summer sets like the Castle or the Galaxy Explorer, given the fact that everything was about 90 Years of Play and these sets were kind of nostalgia sets shown at the LEGOCon. The lack of them being displayed on the Comic-Con was kind of surprising and again underwhelming. Apart from Mario and Avatar, there was nothing really worth looking at. From Star Wars there was the AT-AT, which is great, along with the AT-ST, and the Inquisitor Scythe transport ship was also on display, so it was good to look at this thing in person. But besides that, the other sets were already well known, like a Ninjago set, there was some presence of Friends, and the NASA Artemis mission sets from LEGO City, because a NASA Artemis program was also present at the con in a separate booth. Some helmets, few Marvel sets, notably the Groot was also on display, the overpriced Iron Man armor was also on display, and a few Batman sets, which was kind of a weird presence here because all of these are pretty much well known at this point. Of course, no Comic-Con LEGO booth can be complete without the giant builds, and apart from that Bowser, we also had the Yoshi build, dual Mario and Luigi builds, super-sized digifigures of these guys with working screens and all the shenanigans. That was actually pretty cool. And on the other corner of the booth was the Vacation or Summer Vader, also in super-sized scale, showcasing the upcoming minifigure that's gonna also appear. Of course, those were not as cool and as creepy as the Peach turned off from the upcoming Mario sets. That is some nightmare fuel. Anyway, how do I summarize this presence at the con from LEGO? I feel like the con before COVID was, much more of an exclusive event, if you will, because exclusive were available. But if you ask me, I was always kind of on the fence when it comes to LEGO San Diego Comic-Con exclusives, because there was a huge FOMO being generated from that. People who were not able to attend the con or who were not willing to pay any of those scalper prices to get those exclusives were pretty much left out. If you were lucky enough to get your exclusive raffle minifigure after a 6-hour line, then good for you. I've been in that position many times. But you know, I would rather have LEGO being fair towards the fans and kind of skipping all those exclusives altogether, which the rumor has it that was the previous San Diego Comic-Con was the last one that LEGO offered any exclusives. So there's one rumor that's gonna cancel this altogether, but also there's a second rumor that the lack of presence of the exclusive this year was only due to some timing issues or the overall COVID disruptions that happened and also touched LEGO as a company. So they were just maybe not ready with the exclusive this year. So we don't have a definite answer at this point if the exclusives at the San Diego Comic-Con from LEGO are completely done for. But apart from that, there was really nothing super special going around at the booth. Again, the Bowser was amazing at the Nintendo booth, and that is kudos to LEGO because that was a huge collaboration and they made it happen together. So I credit LEGO for that as well. But apart from that, again, the lack of any summer August sets like the Castle, Lion's Castle, the Explorer, any of these amazing sets unveiled at the con, that they're supposed to be there, you know, and the displays were mostly showcasing sets that we already know pretty much about, plus a bunch of Mario. That could have been better in that regard. And I just felt there were less people interested in this year's LEGO booth. The queue was long, but because the booth was constructed in such a way, it wasn't holding many people at the same time like it was in the previous years. So it felt like a long queue, but honestly, it felt also like the interest in LEGO this year was a little less. But also this con felt like a little less crowded as well because it was a comeback and not as many badges were provided as they were, I think, in the previous San Diego Comic-Cons. Let me know in the comment section below, what do you think? Would you like to see the complete lack of exclusives at the San Diego Comic-Con going forward? Is that the worst year of LEGO Comic-Con? Is that the best year of LEGO Comic-Con? Maybe it's different. Let me know in the comment section below. I'd love to see your opinions and thoughts on that. I feel that it's a good thing that the exclusives might be gone because you have just more time at the con as an attendee to see other stuff instead of standing in those crazy lines, and people who are not attending the con again will not be feeling the FOMO from not being able to get any of those exclusives. I would like to have that fairness more established, and that's a good thing. Thank you so much for watching. You can also check out some other videos of San Diego Comic-Con from me. I've been trying to capture many other booths, not only LEGO, so there's always a little bit of a content of that. And well, thanks so much for watching again. It was Mike, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out, bye.